welcome to episode 154 of Movies and Us. I'm TJ.
And I'm Marcus.
And this is the review show that reviews genre movies from the beginning sometimes. And today we are covering the 2018 animated release of The Death of Superman.
Woohoo! Not again.
This is the 11th in the DC animated movie universe, and is the 33rd overall animated movie from DC.
Wow.
And again, it was directed by Sam Liu, written by Sam Liu and Jake Castorina? Yeah. Written by Peter J. Tomasai. It was produced by Sam Liu and Amy McKenna, and it stars a slew of people, including
We say that a lot.
Okay, it's always true.
Yeah, we should find nobody saying that.
It's a podcast. Consistency kind of is the point.
Mm-hmm.
We have our gimmicks.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, this movie stars Jerry O'Connell.
Who?
Jerry O'Connell.
Who do you play?
Like Superman. He's the guy from Joe's Apartment. It's the only thing I know.
I know who he is.
Rebecca Romaine. So it's actually a big name.
He was in that show, Sliders.
I never saw Sliders.
Wow. What?
No, I never saw Sliders.
Done before. And I feel like me even saying Sliders, it's such an old reference that no one's gonna be like, "What the Sliders?"
Never saw.
I'm old,
so I can't comment on that. Anyway, I said him already. Rebecca Romaine, who actually played Mystique in the X-Men movies, the early ones.
She's pretty. Was pretty.
Oh, that's mean.
Well, I haven't seen her now, but I remember back then she was a model, right? She was a former model.
I don't know.
She's known for a role as Mystique in the original trilogy, X-Men trilogy.
Yeah.
The
only thing I know about her is I think she was married to Jesse Stamos, Uncle Jesse from Full House.
You know the male side of her, not her facts. That's funny. Not only was she married to John Stamos,
yes,
and they divorced in 2005, guess who else was she married? Jerry
won.
O'Connell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh my god, Wikipedia right now.
That makes sense. They played Superman and Lois Lane.
Uh-huh.
Anyway.
I like the chemistry in the movie, so that's smart on their part.
Anyway, Rainn Wilson, who was Dwight from The Office.
He played Lex Luthor. No wonder I hated the voice acting of that. I was like, who's playing Lex Luthor, and why are they hamming it in? Oh, it's fucking Dwight.
Yeah.
Get a better person for that? Sorry.
Rosario Dawson.
Oh.
Played Wonder Woman. So
She was great.
Nathan Fillion played Hal Jordan. So.
I don't know who that is.
Huh?
No idea who that is.
No? We've seen this. He's done a bunch of these, but he's from Firefly and Serenity and stuff.
Firefly.
You don't know Firefly? I thought you were the one. It's one of Josh Whedon's shows.
I know, it's good. It's good. Of course, Nathan Fillion is.
Okay. Christopher Gorham played the Flash.
Oh, Christopher Gorham?
I don't know who that is.
Neither do I.
He was apparently in Covert Affairs, which was a lame USA spy show that I used to watch back in 2005 or some shit like that.
You can't be a hater, TJ.
It was. I liked it, but I can admit it was lame.
I respect that.
Matt Lanter played Aquaman. Don't know who that is.
Aquaman was in this?
Briefly.
But did he have any dialogue in it?
Yeah, when the Atlanteans got killed.
Oh, shit, okay.
Shamar Moore played Cyborg.
That name sounds familiar.
No idea.
His notable roles include Malcolm Winters on The Young and the Restless. Never saw it. Derek Morgan on Criminal Minds.
That was a soap opera, that's why.
Oh. Yep, never seen any of the stuff he's in. Okay.
Nyambi played John Jones.
No comment.
That's just mean. Why would you name your person the same as their last name?
It could be a, what they call it, an alias.
I guess.
Guess where they're from?
Nyambi.
Oklahoma. Born in Norman, Oklahoma, United States.
Oh, you were judging color based off their skin.
I don't see a picture of them, but I'm assuming they are brown.
I didn't even consider it. I just saw, oh, that's a shame. First name, last name. It's like naming someone Rick. So
he was born in Oklahoma to Nigerian parents, so assuming they're black. He attended school. Okay.
Jason Amaro continues to play Batman.
Did he have a dialogue? He had dialogue in this, yeah.
He was...
He said a few lines, yeah.
Jonathan Adams played Mayor Booker. Rocky Carroll played Silas Stone, and Perry White. Rocky Carroll is from NCIS, if anyone cares.
I love how we're doing this with every person. Usually we don't, but that's funny.
Yeah. Trevor Duvall, I'm losing my voice here, played Bruno Mannheim and Dabney Donovan. I'm not sure who Dabney Donovan is.
You know who Dabney Donovan is?
Nope.
Dabney Donovan. We all know Dabney Donovan.
No clue.
The character in DC Comics. It's a genetic scientist who founded Project Cadmus.
Oh, he was the head of Cadmus. Okay. Whatever. Paul, is it an L or an I?
I.
Paul Iden as Jonathan Kent and astronaut Jim.
Is astronaut Jen the one like Superman's gonna save us?
No, that's the next guy.
Okay.
Patrick Fabian, Hank Henshaw.
I love that character so much.
Well, that's a set. It's setting up
I
for
know.
the next movie.
Wait, is there gonna be another one?
Yeah, there's a sequel to this.
No way.
Yeah, because this is the first part of the story. That's why it was told the way it was told.
Spoiler, I'm excited for the sequels. I like this one a lot.
This was a really good movie.
I was surprised. Like, they did it right.
Yeah, this was really good.
They did the comics kind of justice. It wasn't a bore. Like, holy shit.
I was wondering what your I was going to ask you what you thought before we got into the movie because I really liked this movie.
Yeah. I guess because we went in such low expectations because the other one was so...
It was so bad,
boring.
yeah.
This is fun.
And they did different things with it. I have a few minor issues with it, but that's it.
Yeah. No, they did a good job. Like, shit. How dare they?
So Patrick Fabian played Hank Henshaw, Cyber Superman. Jennifer Hale played Martha Kent, Dr. Clybourne, and and the camper. Okay. She's also a prolific voice actor. She was like from Mass Effect and stuff like that.
Halo, Overwatch, Star Wars, Star of the Republic.
Yeah.
Metroid Prime, Bioshock Infinite, Metal Gear Solid. Holy shit. Baldur's Gate.
She's in practically everything, yeah.
Ugh, she's Canadian.
But she's like, I know her mainly from being Commander Shepard from Mass Effect. So. Charles Halford played Bibbo Babowski.
Oh, he is in this. I was looking up the Wikipedia for the comic. I'm like, who is Bibbo Babowski? It's a great name. And I figured it was the other guy who was crying at the rain dock.
Yeah, I don't know how much he played in the early Superman lore, but in recent Superman lore, he's he's just a Superman fanboy.
First appearance in number 426, May 1987. The Adventure Superman. I don't know. Probably. He's part of a team. Ace of Clubs.
He's Superman's biggest fan, essentially.
I love that. That's awesome.
Charles Halford also played the Kryptonian AI / the Eradicator. Where was that?
Krypton, maybe the part where he's showing the Kryptonian thing to Lois?
I don't remember. I don't remember seeing the Eradicator in it. I don't know
who the Eradicator is, but I remember Clark showing Lois stuff.
The Eradicator is a Kryptonian AI that comes to life to try and kill Superman.
Well, maybe it's part of the sequel.
Oh, it's definitely... I think he's the main villain in the sequel, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so maybe I
don't remember where he is in this movie, though.
There's a scene where he shows Lois.
Who? Clark?
Yeah, because he shows... I'm pretty sure there was a scene, or maybe he was talking to...
No, because Clark doesn't show her anything. They're all domestic in this movie.
There was a scene, or maybe it's like one of Lex Luthor's labs.
And it had to be Lex Luthor, because...
Probably some of his shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah. Anyway, Erica Luttrell as Mercy Graves.
Who?
Mercy Graves. She is Lex Luthor's assistant.
Oh, okay.
Max Middleman.
What a name. Hovering over his picture, he looks like a Max Middleman.
Plays Jimmy Olsen and Steve Lombard. Cox Ola Gundoy. Ola Gundoy. Cox
Sure.
Ola Gundoy plays Cat Grant, which was a race swap in this for some reason.
She's very pretty. She looks... This sounds so racist. She looks like a TV version of Michelle Obama.
You're not wrong.
I know I'm not. Like if Michelle Obama were to just pursue being a housewife.
I'm super surprised. Maybe not surprised at all, actually. Cat Grant's just some finer character no one noticed. She was race swapped in this, and I don't see no controversy behind it. So
maybe because the movie was kind of good, so they couldn't get too angry.
No, I mean, it didn't matter. So
no, it doesn't. No.
I'm just surprised I didn't see anything about it.
You know how fanboys are.
Rick Pasqualone as Dan Turpin.
Dan Turpin, good name.
Not sure who that is either. Oh, okay. I think he was the cop in the beginning.
Oh, yeah,
the man cop.
That makes sense.
Amanda True played Maggie Sawyer, who was the female cop, and Terry Henshaw, who was the female astronaut. And then Cress Williams, who is Black Lightning in the TV show, CW TV show, if anyone's curious, plays John Henry Irons, and he was uncredited as a cop. Other people that appear in this that don't have voice actors because they don't have lines is Mirror, Alfred Pennyworth, Damian Wayne, Hawkman, and Kate Kane.
I am so hyped up for the next one coming out.
I didn't see Kate Kane in this.
Who was Kate Kane?
Kate Kane. Kate is Batwoman. Yeah, it's Bruce's cousin. I didn't see her in this.
I had to be at the end credits at the funeral, probably.
Oh, maybe. There was probably 1,000 people at that funeral.
Yeah. Because where else would it have been at, right?
Yeah, I'm actually surprised they didn't take that opportunity to put more people in that more superheroes in the funeral because they made a big deal in the funeral, but in the comic books about everyone showing up.
I remember, yeah. Oh, which I think is a smart move on their part in this because why bother if you're not going to have them?
Well,
right?
I mean, not only why bother, but like they haven't really established that many other superheroes up until this point, have they?
No.
I mean, the Teen Titans and the Justice League Dark, but why would they be there?
Exactly. Like I even forgot this was part of a series, honestly, until I watched. Like, oh yeah, I guess this is connected.
Well, that's kind of my problem with this movie.
Yes. Like they should have the MCU treatment where you should care about the characters and like the connection and Batman and all the other people.
Well, like it's ties to the other earlier movies. Like it's still got that New 52 stank in it from the relationships and the characterizations.
But it was fine in this.
It was fine, but
I didn't like it either. Like, oh yeah, they did date, huh? Him and Wonder.
Yeah, like that's there. Like even Green Lantern's still this annoying, snarky character that it doesn't make sense for his character at this point.
But this was so far removed from the ones we've seen, like I didn't care.
Yeah, no, I didn't care either. It was fine. But even the character designs are outdated at this point.
Yeah.
These still are the 2013 New 52 character designs. We're well past that. These designs need to go.
Yeah.
Like
again, I think it didn't hamper the film for me.
No, it didn't hamper the film, but it showed to me like, yeah, they really need to reboot this universe because this is holding it back a little bit.
Probably my biggest flaw with this whole movie was just the voice acting.
The voice acting was weird.
Yeah.
I had a problem with the voice acting too.
I wish they didn't sound like superheroes. It sounded like voice actors.
Yes.
Like,
some of them didn't. I was like, I got used to it after a while. But like, because the movie was that good.
Yeah.
But it was like, it still was weird. It took me a bit to get into it.
Yeah, like this is a Superman. This is definitely not Lex Luthor. I did not like these voices.
Yeah, and Lex Luthor's voice actor, every time he talked, no matter... Throughout, and you never got used to it.
No. I was thinking, okay, I might get used to hearing that squirmy. It was like hearing Eisenberg a little bit. Like, this is just insufferable. Which I guess that's the character, I suppose. But like,
speaking of Eisenberg, did you see it when Lex was disguised? He got in the elevator. He had the red wig and beard on.
Yes,
that's actually what he looked like in the '90s comic book. So.
Yeah, his red hair initially and all that kind of stuff.
That was a nice little callback to comic books and stuff like that. Let's see, do you want to do behind the scenes or?
Well, the box office will play the game, so it's up to you. I don't care either way.
There's not a lot. There's not really anything to this. The only thing worth mentioning in behind the scenes is that I'll come back to that last. So this movie was clearly written to be much more faithful to the original story.
They pulled it off.
Since the story previously, the last one we watched, had greatly altered and condensed the story to fit 75-minute runtime, which was one of our biggest issues.
Yes.
Let's see what else. I'm gonna come back to that. It's got a 92% on Rotten Tomatoes, because we're not the only ones.
I got surprised by that, actually.
Well,
usually I feel the movies we like people hate.
Yeah, that's true.
So I was like, wow, it's higher than I expected.
Although one guy this guy, Jim Fergita...
He's an idiot.
He was like, this was the third time in 11 years that DC decided to kill off Superman. He found a tedious reuse of an old premise, even while conceded the film presented the plot in a way that was more faithful to the storylines in the either Doomsday or Superman. It's like... I agree, but like, that's the whole point.
Yeah,
that was the whole point. That was the whole point of doing it. They're like, the other two suck. Let's do it right.
Yeah, but like, I agree with him. I was like, how many times you gotta kill this guy off and bring him back? Like, it's a Spider-Man thing. Like, just stop. There's other stories to discover.
To be fair, to it, where in this continuity it hadn't happened yet, and if you're going to tell the story, you got to tell the story.
I agree. I get it. And I enjoyed it, so it's like, okay, I'll give you that point. But normally I'd be like, F this. I don't need to see him dying again, just for him to be back alive in the last third act, anyways. So
I don't think he came back in the third act. I think that was a.
Well, yeah, I know, but like, oh, his corpse is gone. He's probably alive.
That happened. Nope, that's not what happened in the comics. It was stolen by Lex Luthor.
I know, TJ. I know, but I'm saying in the movie, his corpse is gone. He's flying in the air. Spoiler alert. So it's like that wasn't really him. No shit.
Saying you can't argue that if it's not true.
He's resurrected like Jesus. Oh my God,
he does back. Eventually.
What?
He does eventually. Yes.
Yeah, and right now in the story, he's resurrected.
He's not resurrected
until the twists are shown in the next movie.
But he's
right
not.
now,
That's the whole point. He's not right now.
Oh my! But he is.
But he's not. In story, he's not.
In the story, if you're lowest light and see, like Superman's back alive.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. In the story, he's back alive.
That's a perspective. That's not what's actually happening.
If it's the first time seeing the story in general,
that's the difference between storytelling and someone watching a story.
If it's your first time seeing this movie,
not
count. I mean, you saw the other ones, and then you see this one, like, of course he's back alive. You know what I'm saying?
No, because if it's your first time seeing this story, and that means you have really nothing.
I'm saying if it's your first time, if you saw the other ones, and you see this one, if you saw Justice League or wherever he dies in Batman. He's whatever the live action. You see the shitty.
Well, then
cartoon.
You already know what's coming. I don't know why you're surprised.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, why do it again? That's all.
Because they hadn't done it right, so you do it again to make it sure it's right.
Like, okay, if this wasn't right, you can do it again later. Like, you stop doing it.
Yeah, you got to get an accurate, a good version out there, so that can satisfy the people who want to see it.
15 times in 10 years.
It's 3 times in 11 years.
It's still a lot.
It's not that bad, really.
That's a lot. How many times do we see the Avengers fight each other?
Like, how many times have each other?
A lot.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think. I don't know how many. There's been a few.
Civil War. Pretty sure the first Avengers. The second one, did they fight each other? No. Anyways, this is stupid laboring. What were we talking about? Oh, the guy said that wasn't that good. Or the plot, whatever.
No, he admitted it was good. He's just like, it was just tedious reuse of an old premise. But I would argue this is in this universe. If you're rebooting a universe and you have to get to those stories eventually, you might as well tell the story good.
Yeah, but I still agree with him, though.
I mean, factually, he's not wrong.
Yes.
But it's like, okay, that's the point of the movie, though. You're missing the point if you say that. It's like...
How are you missing the point?
Because you're in a review, by saying that, it's like, yeah, but that's the point of the movie, is to tell the story again tell it more faithfully. Therefore, you're pointing this out is tedious and is tedious because you're missing the point of it.
No, I don't think he is. Where's the quote? Read the quote. Where's it at? Accolades? No. Oh, tie-in, sequel, notes, reference.
Pointed out that the film was the 3rd time in 11 years that DC killed off Superman. Yeah. He found it a tedious reuse of an old premise, even while considering the film presented the plot point in a way that was more faithful to the comic storyline, which counteracts his previous...
and 2016 definitely, yeah.
Which counteracts his point from it being tedious and reused.
Not really.
By the other point, because that's the whole point of this.
Not at all. Not at all. I think you're taking that out of context. It's just like saying any negative criticism we have about the movie counteracts the positive shit we say about it. He's saying something negative about it. I've seen this before. It's the same old, same old. It's just done better this time, so it's good. So I'll give it 3 out of 5 instead of 1 out of 5. Right? Whatever the hell he rates things.
It's criticism for the sake of criticism at that point.
That's most criticism.
No, it's not, because tedious reuse of an old... Everything's a tedious reuse of an old form or premise.
And this right here, the thing you read, is like one snippet of probably how long. It could have been a paragraph, could have been a page. Who knows what else things he said. It's just what this Wikipedia page said about the guy saying anything about the movie. You know what I'm saying?
Which means this is the most prominent part of his review.
Probably.
Which got it into this wiki page.
Or the thing that people didn't like the most about it. Like, well, that guy will put it in here so we can argue about it in this podcast. So, like, we're taking his thing out of context. We're just taking it out of context. Who knows? I'm not
taking anything out of context. I'm taking what is presented to me.
Yes, which could be out of context.
And criticizing his critique of it.
You're criticizing a critique that is whoever knows how long from the original critique he had.
What?
This snippet is a snippet of his whole critique. So who knows we don't even know what he gave the rating of the film, if he rated it.
It doesn't matter. That's not my point.
No, because I think the point is saying...
I'm critiquing his critique of it being tedious and reused.
But it is tedious and reused.
Even though he's saying it's good.
Yeah. If I said that same thing in the review, would you be like, you're in the wrong?
I would say that factually you're not wrong, and factually he's not wrong, but I don't think it needs to be said.
Why not?
Because everybody knows it's been done 1,000 times. Why are we pointing it out just so you can what's the word I'm using? Credit it later. If you're going to use that as a critique, use it as a critique as a critique, not to just say, but that doesn't matter because if you're saying it, it matters to you. Right?
Well, that's how the person who wrote this article summed his thing up. Because maybe he said, I wish we didn't have to see this again. I am glad they did it again in a good way, but I'd rather have seen another story followed in this
But I don't have that. This is what's presented to me in this form.
So we can't really judge.
I'm not, and I can judge. I can judge it because this is what is presented to me. Until other facts are presented to me in a different way, this is what I have to go off of. So this is my critique of that critique based off that information that I have.
That's 100% fair, but I'm going to disagree.
That's fine. You can disagree, but this is my opinion on the matter.
I think it's a harsh opinion on his opinion.
That's all I'm saying.
So meta. This is so stupid. Oh, man. I love our conversation.
Look, I don't care. I critique everything, and that's...
Why do you think I'm critiquing your critique of his critique? Like, come on, you can't critique his critique, because our critique is kind of the same critiques.
Well, and then someone can critique of my critique of his critique. I don't care. That's their opinion.
Ah, shit.
I'm just saying, to me, it's just... Why even bother saying it? Everyone already knows it. So why? But you're complimenting in the same sentence. It's like, it's almost like you're justifying it by saying it that way.
I don't see anything wrong with it though. Like I 100% see where you're coming from, and I kind of agree. But at the same time, it's like I think that's most reviews.
Well, I'm just saying this is how, when I looked at it, that's how I see it. It's not that I care or anything about it. I don't even have a strong opinion on his opinion of it, regardless. But to me, it's almost like looking at a sentence that is wrong, and people are like, and then just critiquing because the sentence is wrong. You know what I mean?
But see, it's like every time I review a Spider-Man film with the Tom Holland shit, I'll keep saying, I don't want more of this shit. And so
I know, and every time I come at you for it.
I know. It's just like I'm trying to defend the guy because it's like I agree with him. Like,
no, I like I said, I get it, but that I'm not going to not critique you on it and then point out someone else's critique and not point them out too. It's just I'm consistent in my analysis of these things.
Okay.
Anyway, this movie also has a comic book tie-in and has a sequel that we'll be covering in the 2019 set of movies.
Ah, so far away.
Not as far away as it could be.
Do you watch it next? Come on.
No.
Come on, please.
Nope.
Whatever.
This film was nominated for a Golden Reel Award for Outstanding Achievement in Sound Editing, Sound Effects, Foley Music, Dialogue, and ADR for Non-Theatrical Animated Long-Form Broadcast Media Awards.
You know what? I can see that. Because I was playing this on my speaker like I usually do. And I was really feeling it this time compared to other animated films. It wasn't the best thing ever, but I was like, yeah, I can see why I got nominated.
This film also had a limited theatrical release alongside the second part of it. And it was one long-form thing that they released in the theaters as one big movie.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It made $1,081,703 in domestic DVD sales and $6,529,100 in domestic Blu-ray sales, bringing it to a total of $6,527,374.
Oh, wow, cool. That leads us to the top 60 of the box office 2018. I think it's the last time we left off in this area. We talked about Superman Broly. This
movie clearly is not in the top 60, just so you know.
No, but for me it is. Guys, it beats out Superman Broly, doesn't it? Or, sorry, Dragon Ball Super Broly.
Was that in the top 60?
It was 62. Remember like we talked about one time? You were talking shit on Broly.
I don't remember. I will always talk shit on Broly because he sucks.
Well, you're a hater. At number 59 with $120 million, we have a movie called Instant Family. Instant Family.
Did he put water in it, boil water, and put it on top of it and had a family?
That was so lame.
I mean, that's how lame the title is. He deserves a lame joke.
Is that your guess?
No.
Okay.
Instant Family. Comedy?
It looks like it.
Let's say either something to do with marrying into a family or adoption.
Oh, it's one of those options. Which one is it, TJ? One of those.
I want to say adoption, but I'm going to go with marriage because it makes more sense.
Oh, it was adoption.
Was it adoption?
Yeah.
I knew it was adoption.
A couple find themselves in over the heads when they foster 3 children.
Yeah, because, I mean, it makes sense. You adopt person, you get an instant family.
Yeah.
But it was like a little too obvious in my head.
Remember Hollywood films.
That's probably why I should have went with it. That's why my gut was leaning towards. But I was like, no, maybe it's married into it. It's a giant family or something.
Nah, you were close, though. I'm proud of you. At number 58 with $131 million, we have a movie called A House with a Clock in Its Walls. A House with a Clock in Its Walls.
Horror film?
What?
Horror?
It's directed by Eli Roth. Does that help? He's a horror director.
I know who he is.
But it also stars Kate Blanchett, Jack Black, and some children actors.
He's the one that did the Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah.
Is that one? Not the Josh Whedon
No,
one.
no, I know what you're talking about. He did
The gross nasty.
Hostel. He was the Hostel guy.
Yeah, I didn't know him from the gross virus movie.
And Cabin Fever. That's what it
Cabin
was.
Fever, that's what it's
I remember
called.
that movie.
That's what I know him from. That's turned me off from his movies ever since, because it's just gross for gross sake.
Yeah, Hostel was gross. Grindhouse was okay.
What's this movie's called?
The House with a Clock in its Walls.
Oh.
Let me repeat. A house with a clock in its walls.
Yeah, I know. And it's like it's clearly some kind of horror movie. I just don't know how you turn a clock into a monster.
It gives me 5 genres, and horror is not one of them.
Okay, so it's like mystery suspense then.
You got comedy, family, fantasy, mystery, sci-fi. I didn't help, did it?
No, actually, that made it worse.
Yeah, it's rated PG. Does that help?
Okay, so it's a kid's film.
Yes.
Kids find a clock in a wall and they go to different realities? I don't fucking know.
I haven't seen it, so I can't really tell you. So it says, a young orphan named Louis something aids his magical uncle in locating a clock with the power to bring about the end of the world. It's like magical bullshit, young adult film.
Okay.
Yeah.
No idea.
I think it's based off a book.
Probably everything in PG is based off of a book.
I like this next film. At number 57 with $132 million, we have A Wrinkle in Time.
You know, I never read or seen any of this Wrinkle in Time stuff.
Because you're racist.
Oh, is that the one with Whoopi Goldberg as the god or something?
How'd you know, TJ?
Because the advertisement was so...
Yeah, it was all about her. I think she helped produce her too or some shit. Yeah, it's Whoopi Goldberg, PG film.
Like, I know what the movie is, but, like, it's another kid book fantasy movie, so...
What's it about?
Wrinkle in Time.
Which means?
Kids going through time? I don't know. I never saw it.
After the disappearance of her scientist father, 3 peculiar beings send Meg, her brother, and her friend to space in order to find him.
You know, it's sad.
Yeah.
I do remember watching a review of this movie.
Yeah.
And, like, telling me the whole story, and I do not remember a single.
Which is funny, because I remember them pushing this, like you said, they pushed this movie down our throats advertisement-wise. And then IMDb, it's got like a 4.3 out of 10. It's like, I heard nothing but like boring, bad reviews about this thing.
Makes sense.
I love that. See, the power of you, guys. That's why we do our thing. At number 56, with $136 million, How Long Will I Love You? You is spelled with the letter U. How long will I love you, TJ?
No. 0 seconds.
Well, I love you more than 0 seconds.
Clearly a romantic comedy.
Probably. Hold on. It's foreign from China. What's it about though?
Guy falls in love with a girl and complications happen, so forth and so forth.
Yeah, but there's a gimmick. How long will I love you?
There's a gimmick? I mean... It's
always got to be a gimmick now at the age of TJ. With that title, what can the gimmick be?
I don't know.
Wait, good effort, man. Good effort for the show. Jesus.
I don't know. My mind's going to, like, phones. I don't know.
No. Time travel kind of shit. A woman from 2018 and a man...
Didn't even consider it.
And a man from 1999 wake up in the same bed. They discover they can time travel using the bedroom door and make changes to their eras, but that their destinies may not be in their own hands.
How was I supposed to get time travel out of that title?
How long, man? How long? Well, I love you. Come on.
That one sounds like somebody's sick and is dying. Time travel.
It's like time traveler's wife and...
Or anything. You could also misinterpret it, the love thing, to like... You know, someone who can't go long in bed or something like that.
Yeah, you could have been a guess. Not just, I don't know. No, you're not fun.
There was no way I was going to guess time travel.
You could have.
Never in a million years.
Whatever. I bet you could guess this one. At number 55 for $137 million, The First Purge. Clearly an American film. What's The First Purge about, TJ?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Give me a guess.
The purge of Native Americans in 1865.
Wait, really?
No. I know what the purge is.
That's a cool guess. We should like make that a thing, but no.
Yeah, I was just being a dick.
Okay. Well, what's the Purge series about, TJ? To refresh our viewers at home.
For 24 hours, all laws are gone or some shit like that. I've never seen a single one of them.
So the first one was stupid, so I gave up on them. The first Purge, I think it's like, I don't know how many this is at this point. America's third political party, the New Founding Fathers of America, comes to power, conducts an experiment. No laws for 12 hours on Staten Island. No one has to stay on the island, but $5,000 is given to anyone who does.
Oh, so this is a prequel.
Yeah. Yes,
okay.
Yes.
This is how the first Purge started.
Yeah, explain that. It's such a dumb idea, the Purge. At number 54, with $142 million. More Than Blue.
More Than Blue?
More Than Blue.
Such a vague title. It makes me think it's either an animated film or a foreign film.
It's one of those two.
Foreign movie.
Yep. I keep guessing. Here, let me give you a clue. The genre is romance and drama.
Those tags don't help me.
Okay, how about this tagline? A story sadder than sadness.
So it's about someone who's even sadder than sad.
What makes someone so sad, TJ, in his romantic drama?
He got broken up with.
What's sadder than breaking up with someone?
Wife dying.
From?
Cancer.
Kay loves Cream, but has terminal cancer, so he keeps his love for her secret and tries to find a mate for her before he dies, so she will not be alone after he dies. That sounds over the top dramatic, and I'm adding it to my list. It's only an hour and 45. That sounds great, actually.
You say so.
We're gonna watch it one day, TJ. Okay, next on my list. Oh God, I forgot how long this section is. Number 53 with $151 million. Red Sparrow.
It's about a bird.
No,
it's about a military.
Kind of
military operation.
Yeah, you can say that. Ballerina Dominika Agravava, whatever the hell, is recruited to Sparrow School, a Russian intelligence service where she is forced to use her body as a weapon. Her first mission, targeting a CIA agent, threatens to unravel the security of both nations.
So Black Widow.
Yeah, Black Widow, Atomic Blonde, that era of female strong assassin.
Actually,
shit.
It doesn't sound too bad. I'm actually kind of interested.
It's 2.5 hours. I saw that, nope. It's got Jennifer Lawrence. Don't care for her. Joel Edgerton. He's okay. And other names. Jeremy Irons is in it. Yeah. So Red Sparrow. TJ loves strong female characters. Okay, you're going to know this one. Number 52, $158 million. We have Johnny English Strikes Again. Johnny English Strikes Again.
It's about Johnny English striking again.
Who's Johnny English? Is it comedy, drama, thriller, action?
British comedy character?
Yes, Mr. Bean's this guy.
Oh, is it Mr. Bean?
Yeah. After a cyber attack reveals the identity of all the active undercover agents in Britain, Johnny English is forced to come out of retirement to find a mastermind hacker. So it's like a Mission Impossible spoof, spy thriller spoof. 51 with $160 million. We have a movie called The Predator.
I can't tell you what that one's about.
You're being sarcastic.
Never heard of such a thing.
Well, to be fair, this one's the worst of the series. It's awful.
That means it's the best of the series.
It's f***ing terrible.
You love this
it's
series.
It's abysmal. I love the series to death, and this is the worst thing.
And you love it.
I hate this.
The one that was in the past?
The past? No, that's Prey. That's f***ing great. Okay. This one have an autistic boy whose superpowers is autism. You get what I'm saying? That's how bad the writing is. When a young boy accidentally triggers the universe's most lethal hunters, when a young boy accidentally triggers the universe's most lethal hunters return to Earth. Okay, that's how it's phrased. Only a ragtag crew of ex-soldiers and a disgruntled scientist can prevent the end of the human race.
What are you talking about? That sounds amazing.
It sounds good until you realize the predators, they take genomes from people. Like, oh, your specimen's great, so we're going to take your blood DNA and make it, splice it to put other things and make it the ultimate predator, which is cool. And they take the autistic, they do it for the autistic kid because he's autistic. And I'm like, that's his special powers. And it's like, this is offensively bad, guys. It's stupid. The comedy's terrible. The action's awful. CGI everywhere. It's gross. Don't watch it. Watch the OG Predator. Watch the Predator 2. Great. Alien vs. Predator. Fun. ADPR. Terrible. And Prey is great. The Predator, terrible. Predators, not bad. But yeah, this one, terrible. Don't watch it.
They really need to lumber their things.
They should. I know. They do Predator, Predator 2, and then The Predator and Predators. It's like, what? Or sorry, Predators, then The Predator. So yeah. And at number 50 for $167 million, Insidious, The Last Key.
Don't know what that is. Couldn't tell you.
How do you say that word?
Key.
Right here. That one.
Parapsychologist.
Okay, that's what I thought it was. Parapsychologist Dr. Elise. I'm going to cut that out and make me sound smart. Parapsychologist Dr. Elise Rayner faces her most fearsome and personal haunting yet, as she is drawn back to her ghostly childhood home where the terror began. Yeah, it's just scary bullshit, I guess. I don't know. Don't care for the series. I think I saw the first one. I'm like, that's okay.
I don't think I've seen any of them.
The horror films.
I know
That's
what they are.
fair. Back to you, TJ.
Yeah, now we go on to the movie that I cannot remember for the life of me.
Same, but I remember liking it. It's been a few days.
So, what are we talking about? Okay, The Death of Superman.
That's a good way for us to test if we like a movie or not, right?
I mean, the movie's fine.
No, I definitely enjoy. I would watch it again.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
It does open with Inner Gang and these guys, random guys who are part of a criminal organization in the DC universe. Superman comes and stops them. That's about it. And from there, we spend the next half hour at a really, really slow pace.
Yeah, but it wasn't like bad slow.
It was like, and I was about to get to that. They are slowly building up the tension here.
Yes.
They're giving you characters that you wouldn't normally see in Superman, like his fans and stuff, and how people like him. We know that he's in a relationship with Lois, which I don't think we know at this point.
Yeah, for this continuity, I don't think so.
I think the last time we seen him, he was still with Wonder Woman. Or they had broken up.
They broken up. They were definitely broken up at that point, and I think him and Lois were a thing, or becoming a thing, probably.
But he hasn't told her that he's Superman yet.
Well, not until this.
Well, yeah, that's the point.
Yeah.
So it's a bunch of like character development just for Superman, trying to decide whether or not he should tell him. We learn the Flash is getting married, and he told his wife and stuff like that. And it's just characters thing and establishing other things. Like we see a
lot of Lex Luthor.
Yeah, I mean Lex Luthor was a big part of the story, but not as much as in this. Yeah. He's more of a in the next part.
Yes.
So we're setting up him, but we're also starting up like they have to take something to Cyborg's dad, and and his dad works with
Star.
He works at Star Labs. Silas Stone, Cyborg's dad, works at Star Labs with John Irons, who is Steel, who is one of the 4 Supermen that'll come in the next one that we established.
Spoiler. Stop it. Spoiler.
We also established Hank Henshaw, who...
Stop.
The astronaut.
Stop it.
That you loved.
Stop it. I loved him. Superman's going to save us. He always does. And I like that because, like, yeah, there are people out there that would think like that and just gets murked. Or like, oh, and no.
It also adds, and when Superman doesn't come and save him, and he becomes Cyborg Superman, that's part of his motivation for hating Superman and trying to replace him.
No, this did a great job setting up all the things for the next one.
I don't know where it is, but they also set up the Superboy, the clone Superboy. We see him in Lex's lab.
Now, they don't set up in the beginning, though. I mean, they tease cloning later on in the third act, but like, you don't see him.
Yes, you do. He's in a tube.
In the third act? Is he?
Yeah, he's in when he's going talking to that doctor, Lex, thing, and you see all those morph specimens.
Yeah.
He says, "What about the prototype?" And it cuts to a tube with Superboy like curled up. You don't see his face, but he's in the tube.
Well, we're getting it right now. It's at minute 45, 46 right now. Oh shit!
Yeah,
you're right. Oh shit! Oh, I'm so excited for the second movie, TJ. Oh shit, that's so cool. I was on my phone at that point. Oh my god!
Yeah, they did
this movie's so good.
They did a really good job establishing the characters.
They really did.
And the build up to the moment that comes here.
Yeah. Them teasing, not teasing Doomsday, but like just him like slowly becoming more of a threat, I guess you would say. And just like, it's not like they did like a horror, but they definitely did a suspense to it. Like, oh God, this guy can't be stopped.
Yeah, so the whole movie feels like just character development up until the point Doomsday crashes through the astronauts.
Yep, kills them.
Lands in the ocean.
Yep, kills a lot of fucking
it kills Atlanteans and the scientists that Lex got, and there's blood.
Yep.
They show Doomsday killing people.
Oh, so good.
And then and from that moment on, it's just like Doomsday's on a rampage, and they show that really, really well. And what this movie actually does better than the comics is Doomsday goes through the Justice League.
Yes.
Like at the time of this comic, the Justice League was like Justice League International, and it was like the Guy Garner Green Lantern. It was a bunch of like side characters. He didn't go through Wonder Woman and all these other people in this comic, but going through them really shows Doomsday's power.
Yes.
And like just defeating them. Like you see Cyborg torn to pieces at one point.
Cyborg, Batman. Even Batman's kind of afraid. Like, I gotta stay away from this guy.
Batman,
he's gonna ruin me.
Batman stays away pretty much the entire time. He still gets his ass kicked. He's still awesome Batman.
Yeah, he's still analyzing because he can see like how we stop this guy, but he's like, I can't get close to him. He's gonna murder me. And
you would think them not showing Doomsday taking out the Justice League would be like, oh, that's stupid. Why didn't it show it? But I think it's more effective. They just
100%.
cut back Cyborg in a crater in pieces, and Wonder Woman's
this is great,
digging herself out of rubble, and Batman's got a broken arm.
This is why I hated the dumb Justice League movie, or whatever movie it was, because Batman vs Superman? BVS. It was BVS.
BVS.
Because it's like, I love Doomsday. I love the story so much. And like, just to throw him in to do what he did, like, he does this. He goes to the Justice League and makes him look like nothing. You make him a threat. So when he does fight Batman and Superman, it's like, oh my God, it's actually a punch fest. This is how you do it. Not that shitty fucking other movie.
And then he takes down Wonder Woman.
Easily.
Leaving just Superman left because he's the only one left.
Yep.
And at this point, he had just told Lois his secret. So now she's involved in more emotion.
He's got 2 secrets he got to tell her.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cute. I was like teared up at that moment, TJ. Like, it's so adorable.
It's why their relationship has lasted so long through comic book.
They did it right.
Because it is the relationship of comic books.
Yes.
I mean, the only other one that you can even compare it to right now, I guess, would be Spider-Man, Mary Jane.
Yeah,
but the comic books have like retconned the shit out of that so many times. I think that it's kind of broken, but Lois and Clark has always been like it's the relationship that everyone knows about.
Again, every time I see a good Superman movie, like, why can't they do this in live action? Like, why can't they just do this?
But once we get to this city, it's just Superman and Doomsday just fighting for like 40 minutes.
It's great. And it's awesome.
Maybe not 40 minutes, but it's like a half hour at least.
Yeah. And we do cut away to like moments of like Lex Luthor just slowly becoming like doing his Lex Luthor bullshit. Lex
Luthor is seeing that Superman is losing, so he gets his suit and stuff.
He's hypothesizing like where this guy come from and who sent him, and
he's gonna save the day instead of Superman.
Love it.
And stuff like that.
I just wish the voice acting was better in this movie.
Yeah.
That's all I wish for this movie, and this would be like a perfect film for me.
And but yeah, they fight on a bridge. Big set piece there.
The moment he saves the kid and also gives the kid his video game. It's great. That's great Superman shit.
That was probably one of the best Superman moments. Saves a kid a kid loses his Game Boy Advance, it looks like.
And clearly the town's going to be destroyed. But this video game's what I focus on.
Yeah,
and kill this kid. Let him die.
Kid runs to get the game.
Stupid.
Superman comes down, saves the kid, and says, "Go back to your mother." But he managed to save the video game too.
This is after Superman's like already cut up and bloody. Like Superman's
already
getting his
ass kicked. Yeah,
he's fighting for his life literally. He just still has time to save an innocent child. Like, God damn it, this is how you do Superman, guys.
This is why Superman endures, you know?
Favorite character, him and Captain America, top 2 characters.
They're just
the best.
That's why they've lasted so long, because they're just pure heroism.
They are.
And like, it's what the world should be, you know what I mean?
That's why that Snyder one sucks.
Yes. The battle continues. Lois is following along in a helicopter, and then Doomsday throws Superman at the helicopter.
He's got to wake up and save it just in time for a crash. Like, this is just good.
And Doomsday, man, he's just out to kill everybody.
Yes.
There's a moment where he knocks Superman down and Lois just throws a rock at him.
He's like, okay,
and bitch. He's like, all right, I'm turning to you. Ooh, these knife things come out of his hands, and he's just going to kill her.
He's one of my favorite characters for a reason. He's just this brute, can't stop him, just going to keep going. There was a scene earlier when he lands in, like, if he gets to a campground, kills a bear, and then just kills the campers too. Like, wow, this is brutal.
A bear's about to eat a girl in a tent, and he comes along, bear's destroyed, and the girl comes out. She's like, "What's happening?" And then he goes and he doesn't show it, but he squashes her head while her boyfriend's hiding behind a tree.
If you move and breathe, you're gonna die. That's it. No rhyme or reason. Don't care.
Like honestly, the most memorable moment that sticks out to me of this entire thing is Doomsday walking towards Lois as tears are running down her face.
So good.
And it's like, there's nothing anybody can do here.
Yeah, it's terrifying. Like, I would be screaming in that situation. Like, oh, God, no.
Lois is resigned.
Oh.
She did what she had to. She did what she could, you know?
I'm watching it right now. So good. So good. I love Doomsday.
And then Superman gets up, does a super fly move, punches Doomsday's head, which twists all the way around.
180, that shit.
And at the same time, Doomsday stabs him through the chest with his thing, and Doomsday's dead, and then Superman has his death scene.
It's great. It's great.
And he doesn't say stuff, he doesn't regret or anything like that. No, he just says, I had a great life, you know? I had everything I ever wanted. The only thing I wanted more was you, Lois.
Oh, that's so good. This is how you do Superman, TJ.
And then Superman dies. We have a...
I wish it would just end right there. Or at least have the funeral end there or something. Like, I guess we need the epilogue, but I just wish it would end it right there.
We needed the epilogue to set up the next movie.
I know. Just let us just have them die.
But we have a funeral. It's only the Justice League. I do like that the Kents are there, but they're not allowed in.
Oh, yeah.
They're like,
is she okay? Yeah, it's just a hard time for us, I guess. Her son just died. So good, TJ. I love this movie.
It's such a sad moment. Like, they can't even mourn their son properly.
Lex Luthor's up there talking bullshit.
Yeah, and then Lex Luthor is doing his propaganda.
Love it.
Like, I don't even want to compare this to the comic because I think this actually might be better than the comic. And because there's slight changes here and there.
Of course.
And they have a monument and a tomb for Superman under a giant statue. And then...
that's it.
Kind of, yeah.
Everyone looks off at the distance, sad, and that's about it until we get the credits.
I'm trying to remember the after credit scenes.
Oh, it's just teasing each Superman. It teases all of them in their own little way.
Okay.
That's it. We see Superman escape as his Jesus Christ moment floating in the sky. We see John Henry, I think, crafting something, his stuff. We see Cyber Superman flying out to space. I think we see the clone Superman doing clone Superman shit.
And Superman's rocket also.
Yeah. So just all teases for the next one.
And then we see the Fortress of Solitude for the first time, I guess.
But yeah, that's it.
And then the movie ends.
Yeah.
Good movie.
2 days later, I still love it. Forgot about it for a second, but I was like skipping through. Like, oh yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
Hour and a half. It didn't feel like an hour and a half, honestly. It's an hour 20, but it didn't feel like it.
Solid, and it's now you have a good adaptation of this story.
Yes.
So
much needed.
And that's what people wanted. So
yeah.
I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's
great. Go watch it. I guess we should
pretty much. Yeah, go ahead.
I gotta go first. I want to give this a 10 out of 10, but it's not. The voice acting, it's just not good. You can adjust to some of it, but like you said last few days ago, Lex Luthor's character, you just can't adjust to that. That's his voice acting is just distracting. Animation style, it's not the best, but it works. It's enjoyable.
No, but like I said in the first part of this, it's held back by its own canon.
Yes.
Because it's still got those garbage New 52 designs.
And what's funny about that, because the New 52 shit was terrible and all the other movies were kind of awful, this still, for all that holding it back, is just a great film overall. Yeah. So that's a plus in a weird way.
Well, it's because this is a classic story.
Yeah, but we've seen this classic story been butchered multiple times
I'm just saying, it's a classic story reimagined with good writers.
Yes. Competency.
Yes, so... Like, the writers... This is why it drives me nuts when bad adaptations of great stories come out. The story's already fantastic.
Yeah, just do that.
Just do that. Just reimagine it for what your time period and stuff, and for your continuity, and then let there's a reason why people love that story.
Yep. Like, they didn't make Doomsday fucking have a monologue here or something like that. No, just do what that did and just make it modern.
Right, there's a reason why it works.
Yeah, like,
just
don't change shit. Yeah, don't make Doomsday a blood related to Clark and Lex Luthor do his bullshit. No, don't do that. This movie's great. I want to give it a 10, but it's got its flaws. So I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Yeah,
It's a 9.
Yeah, weird because again, 2 days later, I still feel great about this movie. Oh man,
Yeah, and this is what I thought the animated DC verse was gonna be.
good.
Like this, yeah,
Yes.
like all the way through. But man,
No.
it got to a point for a while there that anytime an animated movie came up, it was like,
We were
oh
just
no,
dreading it.
yeah. I mean, over the last couple of years, though, as far as our timeline goes in covering the years of these movies, there has been a few good ones. So.
Yeah, which is weird because people were saying the older ones were good and
The
these
old
ones are
ones were
trash,
terrible.
fucking torturous. Well, some of these, like this one was good. The Gotham by Gaslight was shockingly good.
Yeah.
Other ones like these, they're like the Batman and
Now the
Justice League's
main,
Dark, great movie.
yeah, but the main like Justice League movies are terrible.
Garbage. It's just boring and like.
And the main
forgettable.
like the main Batman one, there's like not too. There's one or two. They're hit and miss. Let's just say the main Batman ones.
Because they get up too much of their own ass, and it's just so many times these movies are boring for some reason. Like, how is this happening? They get preachy, plot holing. Stop.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is great. Go watch it. 9 out of 10 for sure.
Yep. All right. Is that it?
Was it?
I guess now that we did it, it's done.